So, hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk about like a subject that I really want to talk about actually. I've heard a lot of people when I'm saying that I'm going to Ukraine or whatever, that there are some risks that this is dangerous, and I even saw it like stated in an article online, like not even once but like several of them, just because of some statistics which are ridiculous actually. So I would like to make like a sort of video about it and be like as much factual as I can. There's like the tag. I hate it. And being like as much factual as I can about like why is Ukraine actually not dangerous at all. So let's start right now. People are usually, when they consider Ukraine, they have like different perspectives, different experiences. Yeah, they can, based upon different arguments, to actually judging Ukraine and consider Ukraine as a dangerous country. But you have like some statistics, some articles saying that Ukraine is one of the most dangerous country on earth, like 13 or 10th country, one of the most dangerous. But the statistic actually is just talking about like the state of peace of the country. And this is like completely different than how secure and safe a place is, because like a place that is in war doesn't mean that it is necessarily dangerous. I think that we all know that Ukraine is not in war like everywhere. It's only like a place, a region of Ukraine that has this problem so far. And so the other places are really way much more than fine, like really. Then I can also consider the fact that there are also some statistics online which are like a little bit going to the direction that okay, it's maybe a little bit dangerous, like for example the fact that there is a lot of homicide, but this is like even higher when you go to the United States. So I mean, or at least the same. So why here it would be more dangerous, for me it doesn't make any sense. And I think that people more speak about their feelings than real statistical things. Then there's a second topic actually. There is also the topic of health, but health is not really something that is relatable for tourists. Doesn't really explain a lot and is not really going to affect them in any case. And in Ukraine there are like some heart disease that are higher, or stroke, I don't remember, than other countries, and other maybe disease as well, but it's not really concerning you in any case. So in that regard, better to focus on something that is more tourist related, and tourist related would be more the robbery rate. And in that regard, I think that Ukraine is doing like quite good. It's lower than in France, it's lower than in a lot of countries that are very touristical and not put in doubt. Of course, this rate is disputable because you don't really know in the end, like if it is that true. Like it's just based on the reports of the robbery and not really the fact that there is that many robberies. So we can dispute and argue about if the statistic takes really in account like all the robbery, but it's already a low number. So I didn't find like any statistics about scam, but beware with the taxi drivers, because of course here maybe you have like a highly chance that they might try to scam you. So use all the time like an app like Uber, Yandex, whatever. But when it comes really to robbery anyway, it would really surprise me that this land would be a really more dangerous place than other, because like just the Ukrainian themselves, like they are like quite all the time like very panicking about it, because several times I left my bag open by accident, and there's always someone telling me like, oh dude, you have like your sack open, like, your bag your bag open, like please do something about it. The way they drive is not that great. Like you have to beware when you want to cross the road that the sign is green, and not to wait. Like if the sign is already like, I mean, if the sign is already indicating you that it's going to be red, don't cross the road at this point, because you might get surprised how mad they can be just because you're crossing the street, because clearly here the priority is more like for the cars. Putain, fais chier. Ça va ou quoi? I almost got run over just because like I just passed like when it was like green, but you know, like, well, whatever. Otherwise, like, they can be also very polite, so it's quite very weird. Sometimes they can really stop and let you pass and cross the road, sometimes not at all. It depends, but on the traffic lights they are not that much polite, I would say. So beware around the road maybe, and but it cannot be worse than in Kazakhstan, to be honest.
В 11 приехал я вот.
Like, Kazakhstan is probably the country I've been to and where it was the worst. Oh, there is a dog, look. And I don't even know why I'm filming it, because anyway I hate dog, but yeah, so like I wanted to make this video because I think that it's a little bit sad that a lot of people are getting prejudices against Ukraine and don't want to go there just because there is a conflict. Like, it doesn't say a lot of things. Like, I've already heard that you can actually even go in Iraq if you want, because there are some part of it who are safer. So like, don't consider really a country just because of its war conflict zone. Just be educated and inform yourself about it, and everything will go okay, like seriously. And maybe like another thing, it's the fact that they're not really smiling. They don't understand you properly if you speak English. So maybe sometimes there is miscommunication, and probably that this communication is very often adding like one layer of this place is like not great, this place is maybe like dangerous or whatever. But it's also bullshit, because like, after being here, after learning Russian, like, I understand like how actually they are really like kind, and there's like nothing really to be afraid of. Like, it's not because they don't have like this cultural politeness that they are necessarily bad people, and that they don't give a shit about you or whatever, that they maybe sometimes can even be rude with strangers, but doesn't mean as well that they are really meaning it, you know what I mean? It's just like a way of communicating which is different than other places where you really have to be super polite between strangers. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm clear about it, but at least I'm trying to. But yeah, I mean, I've tried to be as much factual as possible. I know that numbers has to be all the time interpreted, and this interpretation is often the problem in any case. For me, at least, I try to be as much objective as I can, but of course it's subjective. This video is completely subjective, even though there is number, even though whatever you want. I just like the country in itself, and I don't see any particular danger, and that's why I'm trying to explain that to people, trying to show as much statistic as I can. Because of course, like, there is homicide here, there is a war, but it's not really something that really actually matters for tourists, because it's the same than in the United States. Like, you're going there, you're not going to die, no one is going to kill you, like, you're just visiting. What do you expect? Like, really, seriously, it's the exact same way, and the people is not with the gun under your throat, you know, like, no. One last thing again, like, I forgot completely to mention about like the corruption, which is like actually like a big topic in Ukraine, but actually people are completely fed up about it. They really trying to reduce this as much as possible. Of course, there's still people like really living on this, but as a tourist, again, I don't think that this is going to really affect you that much. It's not like you're going to get robbed. No one is going to ask you to pay more than what is expected to do. It's really something that is more like affecting the people than the tourists, to be honest. Like, there is really, as a tourist, I haven't been really affected by this in any case, like, really not at all. So this is the very end of the video. So now, if you like it, I just hope that you're going to like and comment on the video your opinion about it, and I hope that I convince you to not being afraid of it at all. Yeah, like, you see, like, I'm walking in the streets with like very good quality telephone, like it's a Galaxy 9 from Samsung. Not even someone is giving a fuck about it, like, seriously, no one. So just telling you, like, robbery is not like a thing at all. So yeah, just hope like you like the video. I see you in the next vlog or another video, whatever. Ciao, ciao.